Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and we're back again. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. I have this design team project for ks4u.net, and I made a video yesterday, but the sound didn't record for whatever reason. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me. So I've got to redo it. And rather than me redo it just on my own, I thought I would do the project here. So that means we probably will end a little bit early today because I don't edit my videos. So I'm going to show you the project. Hi, April. And then I'm going to make one of these. And so this is what I made. Let me show you the little one first because this was the first one that I made. These are little scrappy notepads. And I started off with a doily that I got from Julie at ks4u.net. I decorated the little doily with flower, and then it had a pearl in the middle, and then I put some little pearls around the outside, and then I used a ribbon to tie it closed. And then when you lift up the doily, you've got all these little pieces of scrappy paper. Okay. So that's the 2-inch version. And then here's the 3-inch version, where I layered some doilies, put some flowers on, put some little sprigs out here, and then again, I've got the larger pieces of paper underneath. So that's what we're gonna make. And that is my first design team project for July. With my July, most of what I got in my July bundle was doilies. So I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna remind everybody that if you want to purchase, I know, aren't those great? If you want to purchase from Julie at ks4u.net, you can go to her website and take a look at what she has. She also does some live sales. So if you subscribe to her channel, hi Casey, then you can get notifications. So I don't know if you saw, but here's what we're working on. These are little doily covered scrappy notepads. And this is my design team project that I recorded once already. And then this was the little 2-inch one. Isn't that cute? I recorded once, but the audio didn't record. So I know, aren't those cute? So I've got a whole bunch of doilies with the 3-inch and the 2-inch. I think I'll make a little one first. I think maybe we'll use this doily. So the first thing I do is just cut out a bunch of, that's a 3-inch, is cut out a bunch of papers to put in there. And based on the doily I'm using, these are, good morning, Pam. We're doing a special design team project. That doesn't fit there. For ks4u.net. And I'm recording it here because this is my second time recording it. So there's a good number of pages. All right. Okay, that one's not quite big enough. That one's not quite big enough. I need a little bit bigger doily. Hang on. Let me find something in my box here. These are more like 1.5 inches. It's a little too big. I might not have exactly the right size. Hang on, might have to do a big one. I do have other doilies, but I want to use the ks4u.net doilies to show projects because this is a design team project. So bear with me, I'm looking. Yeah, it's going to be way too big. Okay, well, we'll have to do a big one, and I'll come back to this one later when I have a smaller doily. Because I don't think I have my smaller hole punch here. So we'll come back to this one. Now let's get some bigger paper. And what I do is just take one of these and good morning, Maritza. All right, let's get the big paper punch out. I'm going to try to keep these as close to the edge as I can so I can maximize my paper utilization here. These are big ones. This is a 3-inch hole punch. Need a Goldilocks doily. What is a Goldilocks doily? The just right? One that's just right. I'm going to get one more out of here. All right. So we'll do 6 pages in this little. And then I think I'll use this doily. And one of the things that I do is I figure out where I want, one that's just right. Good morning, Gwen. All right, I am going to find a couple of spots there, and then I'm going to take my clip them together, and let's all right, so there we go. And so that's going to be where I put, these ones here are awful big. I don't know. I'm going to do kind of a grungy one. Or a rustic one anyway. There we go. And there we go. And all right. There we go. That will become our I never know which one of these things to put it on. So it seems like it worked, but looks like it could go down just a little bit farther. All right. So here we go. And so this is going to go on here at the end. Now we're done with this for now. Now I could go around and ink up the edges. I could put a little stamp at the bottom of each of these. Hi, Caroline. I'm working on a design team project today, and I'll remind you the website is ks4u.net. What I'm using from her today are doilies. I got in my last design team package, I got a bunch of doilies. So let me remind you what we're working on. These are little scrappy pads that have a doily on top, and then they've got paper underneath them. There's that one, and there's this one. Okay, I recorded this video yesterday, but it did not didn't record the audio. So rather than re-record, I thought I would come on here and just do it live with you guys. Now, let's see, what do we want to put on here? I probably want to go with white next. And then maybe that's awful small to go around. That's more the size I need. Let me see what I've got in here. And then I used my little cigar box for, oh, there we go. There we go. That's a nice big one. And then maybe that one on top. All right. And then that whole thing is going to fit on top of there. All right, I didn't really plan this out. My other video when I made it, I had it all planned out. So let me think about what I want to put on here. I want to make it kind of grungy. Now, one of the things I did to hold it in place was, hang on, let me find them. Here we go. I had some of these brads. Now I ended up putting a flower over the top of the brad, but we can use a brad to put them together. Yeah, I probably won't be interacting quite as much today because this is a design team project. But, and then I would probably, I'm not going to glue it down just yet because if something happens that I change my mind, I want to be able to change my mind. All right, so there's that. Now, let's see what we want to do around the outside. Now, what I could do, something that I didn't do yesterday on either one of the ones I made, is use some little ephemera just kind of poking out. We could use a little bit of ephemera here. What do y'all think of this? There we go. There's some ephemera there. We could put some over here. Kitty cat brads, there you go. Well, you got plenty. You got dead kitty cats and live kitty cats. forward. And then we could put one. Yeah, I don't want to use too green though. I do want some color. That is Caroline, Maritza. There we go. How about this one? You love your splattered kitty cats. Boy, they did get, I ran them over good, didn't I? And then maybe just something down here. And maybe that something is a flower. And maybe, hang on. Let me look at the laces that I got from ks4u.net. I'm looking for the, well, I'm going to do grungy though, so maybe I don't want to put lace on there. Let's see if we have some small. Do you guys like it with that? And then we can put like a grungy flower in the middle. Let's see what I've got from Julie's appliques. I don't think I have a real little one, but I could cut a small piece. Nope, don't want that one. Oh, smashed them. I have brads, Casey. I sell brads that are all. I have cats and roosters and chickens and just all kinds of brads. And I sold them one time, and Miss April bought some, and the little bag fell on the floor, and I ran over it. And I smushed them. So the little legs on the brads were all smushed. And so I had to, give her some new ones. But I sent her the dead ones too. And I told her that, she might want to give them a proper burial. And that they were her dead kitties. But she apparently really enjoyed them. All right, let's look at these are kind of some old grungy flowers with some leaves. All right, that's kind of grungy. And we could pull these in here so we could have some ephemera kind of going around the bottom. And then up here at top will be where the tie is. What do you guys think about this? Or I've got one that's a little brighter purple. Maybe I like that one better. But then I don't know if this kind of teal. So let's just keep these all very neutral. Boy, it's a good thing nobody has a birthday today because I would not be able to sing. Let's get a little darker one. I'm just looking through all my little mini ephemera here. there's that. And I'm looking for something a little darker brown, kind of like this one, but not like that one. Ooh. Okay, maybe we move these together here. And we put this little girl here. What do you guys think about this? I think it's too busy. I think it's too busy, and I don't like this flower here. So there. So we've got 4 of those. I'm going to go ahead and glue those in because I really do like those. So the trick here is just to play around with, whatever embellishments you have, and, find a combination that works for you. All right. So I know this is the worst thing in the world is watching somebody ink up little pieces of paper. Not very fun. Now, the other thing you want to be a little bit cognizant of, like I'm keeping this fairly flat. It is a little, it is a little bit lumpy, but I'm trying not to get it too bumpy because it's a cluster pad. Yes, it is. The other thing I thought about doing, and I haven't done yet, but would be a fun thing to try, is put a piece of fabric or paper behind that top one to give it some color coming through. Good morning, Tammy. So for those of you watching for the ks4u.net design team, this is a live stream, but this is one of my July projects. This is my day 1 July project for ks4u.net. All right. There's that, and we'll put this last one down. So for those of you who don't know what Tammy's talking about in the comments, she said, thank you for the happy mail. I send out a happy mail every month, and it's usually a pretty substantial happy mail. And I get the winner from the comments that are left on the videos. So if you comment on a video, how about that little gray one in there in the middle? I don't dislike that. What do you guys think about that? I kind of like that little gray one. So anyway, if you comment on the videos, like this is live, but once I finish the live, it will post and it will be just a video that anybody can watch. And if you go in and comment on the video after it posts, then you get entered into the drawing for the Happy Mail. So everybody has a chance who comments on a video. I draw on the first day of each month. So on the 1st of August, I will go through all the July videos and I will use a combination of random comment picker and then hand drawing at the very end of the semifinalists. And then that final winner will get the Happy Mail package. And Tammy won it last month. And she was just saying thank you for her package. All right, look at that. Let's try putting this together now. I like that better. It's more of a grungy thing, and I could put a something hanging from it too. All right, there we go. And what I'm going to use this time is some twine. So what I'm going to do is stick it down through the doily, through the eyelet. Okay, up. Whoops, I am so sorry. I hit that camera. Up through the second eyelet. And then I'll line it back up again. So I make sure I get the right hole. And we'll stick it through here. And there we go. And I haven't been putting bows on them. I've been just doing a tie, but I think I'm going to put a bow on this one. If I can tie a decent bow. I have such trouble tying bows. Bye, Casey. Have a wonderful day. I hate that you have to go to work while we're still having fun, but I understand. Gotta pay the bills. And there we go. There is our little scrappy notepad. Isn't that fun? Now I might go in and glue those down, or I might put like a circle of paper. I could take one of these little ones and put over that to cover that up, and then I could stamp something on it. How about if we do that? I know, is that not cute? So hang tight and I'll show you the other ones that I've done. Let's see what I've got for a little stamp. Let's see if I have a little something here. Let's see what I've got. I've got this little piece, which is kind of a grungy piece, which kind of goes along with our grungy theme. So maybe what I'll do is use these two stamps Nope, I'm going to use this one. I found the one that I want to use. This is a little bird with some writing on it. Now I have to decide, yeah, when I open it, I want it facing towards me. I don't know if I'm going to get enough ink off of this thing. Yeah, not really. Let me ink it up just a little bit. Oh, hi, Janet. Janet, on this live stream, I am on the design team for Julie at ks4u.net. And so this is a design team project that I'm doing for her. I'm just looking for a little piece of paper I can stamp on. Oh yeah, this works. And I'll show you here what we're making. Okay. There's that. Let's stamp it on here and see if it stamps well. And then I'll show you the project we're working on. And then I can take this and just trim it off up here. There we go. How about that? A little bird in the middle there. Should I ink up the edges? Probably so. So I'll finish up this one and then we'll take a look at what what we did. And then I will say a preliminary thank you and sort of end the video where I can cut it off for my ks4u.net design team project. And then we can continue doing some other things. So don't go anywhere at the end. I want to do some slow stitching and I haven't brought myself to that point yet. All right, so we're going to put this right here on the inside. All right. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Clean up here just a little bit before I show you everything. I've got flowers everywhere and leaves and a little bit of everything. All right, let's do a recap. So this is the design team project for ks4u.net. I have 3 of these and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can see them all real well. And so these are with the doilies, and she does sell her doilies in a pack. So as a reminder, she is ks4u.net. That's her website if you want to get any of these doilies. Some of the other things here were my embellishments, but the doilies were all from ks4u.net. So there's one. Made this one kind of rustic, not really grungy, but kind of rustic neutrals. And when you flip it up, you've got the bird inside, and then you've got little scrappy papers to work with, to write on. Okay, so that's our first scrappy notebook. This one I made yesterday. This was supposed to be the one that I used for the design team, but the audio didn't record. So here I've got 3 little doilies, same thing. I've got a burlap flower, some leaves, and then just some, I had a pick with like some little fuzzy things on it, put some flowers down there. This one I did use a ribbon, but the inside's the same. Now I didn't put anything on the inside there. And then this one is a little 2-inch. I used a flower, had a pearl in the middle, and then I put pearls around it. And the thing that I like about that is that when I put the glue on and put those pearls around it, it caused the center to become darker pink. So it's a little bit darker. And then I put this little rose charm on it. And then again, it's a little scrappy notepad. So those are the 3 scrappy notepads that I made. And those are for ks4u.net Design Team Project number 1. All right, if you are just here for the Design Team Project, that's the end of that part of the video. You're welcome to stay on and watch what we do next. But that is the Design Team Project. Before you leave, please give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Just wondering if that little butterfly would look good in there. Nope. You know, you can overdo this stuff. Ooh, my little pearl in the middle is coming out. Put a little bit of glue in there. And put that baby back in. Where'd it go? There it is. Sometimes they don't glue those things on very well from the factory. All right, so thanks for watching. If you're finished with the Design Team Project, and for those of you who are staying on, let's move on and do something a little different. I really love these. What do you guys think about this idea? And I tried to keep them fairly flat. So here's my ideas journal. I should probably put one of these in the ideas journal, right? Which one? Shall I put A, B, or C? A, B, or C in the ideas journal? And I'll find a spot while you guys are voting on that. B, Janet says the little pink one. Okay. So let's, whoa, I've got some other things just sticking in here that need to go in the ideas journal. Maybe we should put these in today. Let's find a spot for, let's go maybe back here towards the back. Oh, no. You know, the other thing I thought would be really cute with this is if you had a pocket. Oh, that's the other part of that banner. Should probably glue that on. If you had a pocket like this one, maybe, you could put your paper pad in so that it sits on the edge like that. That's probably a little too short for that spot. So isn't that cute? Let me zoom back out because I think we're zoomed in too far. Yep, I just saw that. So anyway, what do you guys think? We can leave that there. And then I've got this other one that I took out. And what was this one about? This was a little piece of paper that we folded up and then did fabric, like a kind of a quilt on the outside of it. Oh, look at there. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and get this little thing. I'm going to put this back in here, and we can put something big kind of behind it. And I'm going to put this one here. There we go. What do you think of that? I love it. I just really love these little paper pads. Let's see what else we have. So we have, oh, this was a trifold with the birds on it and butterflies on the back. That was cute too. I'm going to have to make some pockets. Oh, this was another one. These were actually two of these. I probably don't need two. I'm going to put the ladies, oh, and I've got one of these flowers just like I had on the, I'm going to use these ladies in here. And then this one was piece from a magazine, and I used, you know, this fabric, and so we had a tab here and it just opened up like that. So let's see. That goes very nice right there, doesn't it? And what I may have to do, yeah, it's flopping around in there too much. What I have found on these types of things is that I really have to make it tight for them to fit in there, or they will come out when you open and close it. I know, doesn't it, Janet, folded over that pocket? Or hanging over the pocket? Just saw the tag. Is that one of Darla's videos? I have been so remiss in watching videos. I just haven't been. I've been so busy, and I don't know what I'm so busy with. But it seems like the end of the day comes. There. I'm just going to leave that in there for now till that dries. And then I've got this one other let's put this over here like this, and let's put a little mini paper clip on it. There they are. Hi, Cheryl. And let's just put this little paper clip on there. There we go. And it's over the edge so you can see the back, but you can also, actually, you know what I think I'll do here? I think I'll just put it there and let it open up so you can see it in the back. All right. And then this one I decided to keep. I don't need two of the same thing in there. All righty, folks. So there's, do we need to do another flip through of the entire ideas journal? Do I need to show all of that again? Do we want to see all the things that are in the ideas journal? I was looking for the one that I just put in. What do you guys think? You tell me. Yay or nay? There it is. And we can certainly have something, you know, bigger go in behind that, but I love that. All right, flip through of the ideas journal, yes or no? Yes? Okay. So we made this cover. This is a grungy cover with some chenille bedspread that we tore up, grungied up. There's a little piece of copper up here. There's some down here. Grungy fabric. Probably need to just glue that down just a little bit more. These are actually some resistors that I got in a little metals pack, and I don't know, just stuff. This is a pocket that we made with Mike. He doesn't come around a whole lot anymore. I'm going to have to reach out to him. The idea here was the water embossing, where splattered water and then put embossing powder on it, and then you have to heat it from behind because there's nothing to really stick the embossing powder down. So you have to heat it from behind, and then it melts the embossing powder. But it's cool because it has like water splatter. So that was the idea there. This one was another scrappy notepad, but we did it in a shape. So I had a die, and I've got some that are leaves and hearts and all sorts of different shapes, but you can do notepads. Need something across there, I think. And then that just goes in that little pocket. This one, the idea here was to take a die. You know, this one had love, punch it out of the blue, and then also punch it out of the brown and do an inlay. Okay, so that you had two different colors. And then this was just a glassine envelope that we decorated. This one, the idea here, this is metal mesh. I don't know where you would get it this small, but it's got metal mesh on the background of it. And then the rest of the tag. Okay. The idea here, oh, this was fun. This was an envelope where I put glue down on everything except the windows. Then I laid the paper, or the paper napkin, both sides, but I laid it over the top, glued it down, let it dry, and then I took a water brush. You know how you can use water to tear off napkin? I took a water brush around the windows and took out the napkin around the windows. So you get a fully covered envelope with the windows still showing. So that was that idea. This one, oh, this was just an envelope, and I was just showing how we used some metals in here. I took a page out of a bird book and folded it up, made a very rudimentary pocket, used a scallop instead of a thumb knot, a scallop. Some lace across here, some cheesecloth, and then I love this metal piece on the inside of the flap. This idea was a little dangle made with fabric. It's got some, like a little paper thing. I put washi down the middle, put a little eyelet in there, some lace, some more lace, and a button. So this one was just a dangle. This is one of my favorite pages, and I had come up with this idea. I don't think I saw this idea anywhere. I think I made this up, but I won't swear to it. And I'm not saying nobody's ever done it, but I think this was an idea that I came up with on my very first journal that I ever made. These are little pockets, okay, that I put some cheesecloth, and then I put some little bees. I put 3 of them on there. And then I took some of these round circles and put some string through them, put eyelets in them and string through them, and they hang down. They hang down from this up here, and then you can tuck them in the pockets. Isn't that fun? That's one of my favorite ideas. Oh, this is just a piece of lace I had for more decoration. This one we took gelatos and colored the back of that, or the front of the glassine bag, and then just put some flowers and stuff on it. So that's the glassine bag. Oh, this one was fun. I took just a piece of paper, and it's almost like you would make a coin envelope. I actually glued it on the sides. I made it come right over to the side. I didn't put the seam down the back, but it's just it's like a sleeve. It goes all the way through. And then I made this tag, nothing special about it, just a tag or a card, and put it down in that little sleeve so it sticks out top and bottom. Okay. This one is, I don't know specifically what the idea was on this one, other than this might have been the layers. I used a ton of layers on this. And I think this was the first time I did splatter. So maybe this was just the layers piece. I'm not positive, but it's a flip up. This one, the idea here is 3 pockets, graduating in size, going up the page, and then just decorations. I'm finding some spots that I didn't glue down all the way, but that's okay. This is why when you make a journal, I always let mine set for, well, as long as I can, but a few days till all the glue dries, and then go back and make sure everything is stuck down well, because you don't know when you're first doing it. All right, so this has got a little thing in the pocket. It's actually got 2 things. We've got some butterflies here, some lace. This was a button that we covered with, it was a wooden button covered with fabric. And then it's just got some books there. And I put down this little cinema tag and put in a rusty paper clip there. And just a little card that says believe. But the idea here is the 3 pockets. This is a fun one. I need to make some more of these. Isn't this fun? This is a junk mail envelope that has been made to look kind of like a shirt. I could put a couple of buttons. I could put 3 little tiny buttons on there. And then decorate it. I love this. I may have to snag that to put in a journal because I really like that. And then this. I wondered what happened to this. I was actually thinking about that the other day. There's some tags in here that I might have to sneak out. But I love this thing that looks like a shirt. This is the one we just put in. That was the trifolds. Oh, let's see if this fits in here now any better. Now, what I might do is take another one of these little tiny paper clips and just clip it down here at the bottom so it stays in. Usually, like what I'm learning is that you have to put these up a little bit higher and leave a lot of room for them to, because otherwise it'll just, you know, fall out. Although that's staying in okay. But I am... Hey, Penny. Hey, I don't have... I was up really early this morning putting water out on my garden, so I didn't bring any coffee or anything down here with me. But we need to take a moment and pause. I need to get that in there a little bit farther. We need to pause because, hang on, I'm fixing this paper clip. So we're going through the ideas journal again. Some people haven't seen it, and some people that have like to get refreshed on all the different ideas that we've come up with. I drank it already. I do have coffee, but I drank it already. So my cup is upstairs. I'm not going to mess with that now. I'll put that on later. Okay, pretend I have coffee. I don't even have a bottle of water down here. Good night. I'm lame. Okay, pretend I have coffee because on July 6th, it was Penny Pudge's birthday, and we have yet to sing happy birthday to her. So we need to do that. All right, you guys ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dearest Penny. Happy belated birthday to you. Cheers. Everybody raise your glass. Your glass or your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, your cup of water, soda, alcoholic beverage, whatever is your pleasure. Raise a toast to Miss Penny. I've been waiting for you to come in because I knew we hadn't sung happy birthday to you yet. We hope you had a great birthday. How come I can't get this on here? It doesn't want to go. It's like it's too thick. You know what I'm going to put on there instead? I'm going to put a little tiny bulldog clip since I can't get that staple to, or that paper clip to stay on there. I might have trouble with this one too. Goodness sakes. We don't have any more birthdays for July unless I'm missing something. Janet, did we get your birthday? We just look for the day and the month. Well, you have to spell it exactly right. Good night. I can't get that one to work either. Okay, let's keep going through the ideas journal. Oh, this one, this was a very popular idea. This is where I took a tag and I put down an image or paper or whatever, and then put down a paper over the top, and we peeled back the paper. You can see where it's all peeled back right there, and glued it down, put a little bit of lace behind it so that you actually see through to what's beneath. This is a fun project. This is a notepad. I don't really want that to stick there, but it did. That's okay. This is a notepad where we hand tore some kind of sort of round pages, sewed down the middle, well, fold it in half, sewed down the middle, and now this can fit over the edge of a page, or you can do them to fit down the top. You can do whatever size you want, but then that clips on, and that's another scrappy notepad idea. Okay. Then on this side, we decorated the little, I don't know what kind of envelope this is with the, maybe the little discs, the little, I don't know. And then just put a card in there. That's the B card that went in there. So that's that. What I can do is kind of put that over the flap. Hey, Big Mama. We just sang happy birthday to Penny Pudge. We missed it, but it was a belated birthday. And I think we made, yeah, this is a belly band. Something can go behind there. So this page is what I did recently. I think you guys saw it. I took a piece of paper and I took a stencil and put the texture paste over the stencil. And then when it was dry, I used copper pan pastels and went over it and did the copper. And then we just made the, you know, the belly band. This is doily. Is that doily or is that lace? No, this is like a vinyl lace. That's not a doily. And then I use some various metal pieces. I've got a metal piece down here. We've got a butterfly, and then I've got a little bee here. Oh, hey, Lori B. Ooh, peach cobbler. Yum. I had a bagel. This gal, the idea here was corrugated cardboard behind her. We used some lace and different decorations. And then, oh, and then the other idea, and then we just made this pocket. It's not anything special. But the other idea is on the edge of a page, we put down a piece of fabric and then a piece of book page. And then I had this torn, I made a ruffle out of this torn spiral notebook edge and used that to edge the page. So it was the fabric and the book page and then something else. So that was the other idea there. This was a fun one. This was a long security envelope that I folded in half, and I covered this with some journal page, and the outside here, oops, this is crispy paper apparently, and I didn't glue it all the way down. Hang on a second. Okay, Why can't you find your art glitter glue when you want it? Things gotta... and then after it was folded in half, I folded one part down. And so it's got, come on, it's got multiple pockets in it, which I'll show you here in just a sec. Oh, good night. Oh, good night. I didn't put my stopper thingy back in it. And so we'll just set that up there. And we'll use some Pritt glue stick instead. There we go. Okay, so this has got several pockets with this technique. I have got a pocket in the very back where I glued it down. This tag is a little bit too big for that, but I've got a pocket back here. Okay. And then where the envelope is, I've got a pocket here. I've got a pocket here where it's folded down, so that's 3. There is a pocket here. I could put something little in, and then that one's glued all the way down. So multiple pockets, and then just some tags that we made. Nothing special. And I may raid this book for tags sometime and swap out tags, but it was this envelope. So we took the envelope, I want to use that piece, took the envelope, folded it in half, okay, so it was like this, and then folded it down like this, and it actually went all the way to the bottom. This one's not, because it's not a rectangle, but so you had this pocket here, you had this pocket here, cut this open, we had this pocket here, and then we had one behind here. Okay, so lots of pockets on that one. Okay, this one, oh, this was fun. This was a piece of packaging. Are we zoomed out all the way? Oops. We are. I'm going to lift it up a little. This was a piece of packaging that was just a flap over. However, the flap only went to here, the cardboard. And I wanted to put this girl and this tag on the back. And then I've got a little writing spot up here. The problem is when I closed that down, it looked like we beheaded her. So I added this piece of lace, zigzag stitched it on, put some more lace here, and then decorated up here. And so it's a flip up with a piece of lace to make sure that it doesn't look like we beheaded her. Okay. Oh, this one we just did. This is one of the CD cases, and we did it as a flip up, and I did some little journaling cards. That was the bee. So when you open it up, you see that on the inside, and then flip down, and you've got an owl tag on the other side. All right. Oh, I love this one. This one, hang on, I'm gonna glue this down. Who gave me this idea? Was it World Peas? Marie, I think. I think that's who gave. If it was one of you who's in here, let me know. But I think it was Marie. She gave me the idea of doing a page banner. By taking just some little strips of different fabrics and me glue this all the way down here. I had it hanging off the side, but I'm afraid that string is going to break. So I'm just going to tack it down so we don't lose it. So she said, make a banner. She had seen this on somebody's channel. Make a banner out of like lace and fabrics, stitch it together, and use it either on the side or the top of a page. Okay. And then this is, this is where I use the watercolor. Oh, what do you call those? The little pots of paint. They're watercolors, but they're shiny. And I used it to paint that butterfly. I don't remember what they're called. That's what that one was. Lots of room in here. I might have to take out some of these pages and make a second one because this might get too busy. Oh, this is just, I just made a cluster, a page cluster down the side. It's got papers and lace and fibers, a piece of metal, an applique. It's just got a little bit of everything in it. I loved this. This is another envelope. Hang on, there. This is an envelope that I folded over and left a flap. And then I put one of these little flippy floppy closures on it. And then I think the reason I folded it short is because I had this long piece of paper that had the scene on it. And so I glued that down, but it didn't go all the way to the end. So I thought, okay, we'll just do it this way. And then I put fabric and lace on the outside there, and then writing space, and then these are obviously pockets. So this was another envelope, junk mail envelope. Lots of ideas with junk mail envelopes. Oh, Lori B, you remember this? I was making this tag and she said, make it puffy. And I'm thinking, what in the world is she talking about, make it puffy? And I was thinking maybe she was talking about that puffy paint that you can get. And she said, no, make it puffy. And finally we figured out that she was talking about the dimensional stickers. So it sits down to the page here, but then it slowly rises up and it's a puffy. So that's our new word for this kind of stuff. This is a puffy. Use a puffer. That was it. Use a puffer. Like, what the heck is a puffer? So Lori B, you've got a permanent place in the Ideas Journal. Now here's another idea. Take a piece, when you make your pocket, you can take a piece that sticks up over the top of the pocket. And so when you put that in, that's a nice little picture of the deer and then the mushroom behind it. But that deer is on the front of the pocket, just, not all the way glued down. Okay, this one we just put in. This is making like a quilt. Here is another piece with the cardboard. I love this piece. It's very, very thick, so you would almost have to put this on a cover, but that would be a pretty cover. Lori B, this reminds me of you. This looks like something with lace coming out from under it, and this reminds me of you. And then, oh, this was fun. I need to remember how to do this. So we have memories, inspire, believe, and kindness. And these are individual little flip-floppies that open up. and then it's all held together with a little paper clip. Isn't that cute? This is, oh, there's something in that pocket. This is a pocket. No, there's nothing in there. And I don't necessarily know what the idea here was other than just grungy. Because we took the fabric and made it really grungy, scuffed up the card with some sandpaper, put some old grungy lace and some stitching, and made that an envelope on the front of that, or a pocket on the front of that page. Isn't that cool? And then the very last page is who I got which idea from. Are you talking about this one? This was my prototype. I got kind of a similar idea from somebody, but it wasn't this exact thing. And so I had these cards and they were different sizes. And so I thought, oh, I could do, this and make something like this. But I didn't get, the idea wasn't, I don't remember. It was something similar, but not exact. And then we did this, was like the specimen card, but, oh, I got the hiccups. We made it shaped, right? So it's not just a square. And that goes in the back pocket. Yeah, this was a long time ago and I don't remember, but isn't that cool? Maybe we can make some more of these on Art Before Breakfast so I can show you how I did it, because basically I took 4 cards, cut them so they were different heights. And then so what I had to do was put washi tape, like you see it's here, to hold this one in, but I couldn't go up all the way. And then here, I had to put washi tape from here down. Again, I couldn't go all the way up because, it would show. And then down here, looks like I put this one on. Looks like I didn't put this one on at the very end. I probably should have. But then you put washi tape there. Then what I did is I took a piece of fabric and glued it all up and down the spine, and then took my scissors and just snipped it where the pages had to open. So there's little snips in there. That's how I made that. All right, you guys, we're about 10 minutes till, so I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I really like that. We'll have to make some more of those. All right, that is the ideas journal. That baby's full. And I may have to separate that out into 2 at one point here, but we'll see. All right, ladies, so we did these. Oh, I need to get that other one out so I can get a picture of it for the thumbnail. I think. And I haven't sewed these signatures in yet. They're just in with string so that I can take them out if I need to. Like if this is, this is really chunky, but I made a really thick spine. So it's not really a gator mouth because it's, it's got a really thick spine, but we'll see. I may need to take some pages out of it. All right, so there we go. There was our big project for the day. Hey, Patty. You're here right at the end, my friend, but you can go back and watch. But here were the doily covered scrappy notepads. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, because these were really cool. This is the one we did today. It's a doily that's all decorated, and then when you lift it up, it's a scrappy notepad underneath. Two large ones. These I made the other day, and then here's a little one. All right, have a great day. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and Janet from all the way across the pond. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I want to do the waterfall that somebody suggested, but I have to practice it first, and I just haven't sat down to do that yet. So we'll do the waterfall. I don't know about tomorrow, but we'll get it done. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. I love y'all, and thumbs up. Bye.